guys and gals, Nary here from Drake Wing Gaming, and some of you man on Twitter, the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you in a Let's Play episode of Temptation's Ballad. So y'all, before we jump into it, just wanted to let y'all know that our Patreon is now for as little as $5. Y'all can help support the channel, get some awesome rewards like permanent access to our community Discord server and full access to upcoming Not Safe for Work videos. Anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back in. Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Alright. Let's get out of here, shall we? I think we both spent a bit too much time stuck in your head. Alright. Arnie was grateful to feel the rush of light and snow disappear from her senses as she was drawn back into the waking world, like surfacing from deep water. She blinked the exhaustion from her eyes and looked up. Agatha's kind, spectacled eyes stared back, still gripping her hands with a gentle squeeze. Are you all right? No, to be perfectly frank. What do I do now? Nothing makes sense anymore. She felt the researcher sigh and pull her into a firm, comforting hug. Oh, my dear girl, that's probably a question best left for another day. Go to some trustworthy friends and rest up. Face a new day with fresh eyes. Nothing will get done when you're so disheveled and shaken. Artemis rested her head against the old bat's shoulders. Her head hurt. A storm of thoughts and worry swam through her mind. Where would I even begin to solve this? Hush, hush, rest for tonight. Agatha paused as she gently patted her back. Although, she let out a conflicted sigh. There is much I want to tell you, but like I mentioned earlier today, my hands are tied. If you are ever in need of answers, however, I recommend you look into the abandoned 14th Laboratory in the Magistracy District. It was there that I and the royal family conducted much of their private research. There is some valuable information there that you may find useful. Of course, you'd have to trespass and break into royal family property, but I'm sure your friends can figure it out. The old bat cleared her throat loudly. Oh, I think I've kept you long enough, dear girl. Go, get some rest. If you are ever in need of someone to talk to, I'll be happy to lend my ear. Artemis nodded numbly. The researcher wasn't sure if the knight had even heard her. Concern gripped her chest as she watched Artemis pull herself out of their hug and stumble onto her feet. I will be off then. Thank you for your time, Miss Agatha. Agatha watched quietly as the knight staggered down the street, her small, slouched figure disappearing into the dim night. The gentle smile across the researcher's face fell as Artemis ambled out of earshot. She slowly adjusted her glasses and stared off into the darkness. Show yourself. I know you're watching. Out of the corner of her eyes, the shadows across the cobblestone streets shifted and writhed like a mass of cloth in the wind. Oh, her. Oh, shit. That is a... Oh, shit. Okay. Holy hell. I did not see that coming. Oh, my dear host, you've certainly caught my curiosity. I dare say your concern for the girl almost sounded genuine. The hair on the back of Agatha's neck prickled with a biting chill. She glared, her voice low and cold. That's none of your business. More importantly, what on earth had you gotten yourself into this afternoon? I thought I told you to keep out of trouble. Oh, I tried, but that's so boring. I didn't travel all the way to the material plane to just sit at the sidelines during a festival, and I was even thoughtful enough to track down my little brother and his host for you. The demon chuckled. It seems my idiot brother has gotten quite attached to his little mortal. We won't be convincing him to part with that hyena anytime soon. It's like, water time. Yeah, that I did not see coming. I mean, I thought Agatha had quite a few secrets up her sleeve, but not that she's bonded with a demon. Agatha glared. Fool, I told you not to hurt him. Nay, you specifically said, don't kill him. There's quite a difference. The empty hood of Zelvis's form tilted its head curiously. Why do you even care about the little twerp anyhow? Have you grown attached to your estranged experiment? Why do you care about any of these kids? Agatha growled and cut her off. I will not be heckled by a reckless, dismembered head. If you had showed a modicum of restraint, perhaps you wouldn't have been reduced to your current pathetic form. You've delayed the plan significantly. Agatha adjusted her glasses. How long until you recover to your full power, demon? From injuries like this, probably a day or so. Very well. We strike the day after tomorrow. Oh. Okay. Who are they striking? Market District. Sparrows roost in. Artemy had to stop herself from knocking on the front door of the inn with a nervous stumble. It was an inn, after all. She probably didn't need to knock. After a moment of deliberation, she awkwardly poked her head through the door. Mrs. Shrikewood? I'm sorry to impose at this hour, but is it alright if I stay the night? I'm afraid I lack the funds to pay for a room, but I'll be happy to perform any chores or... She paused and blinked. Cole and Sid stood in the dining room staring back at her with equal surprise. Oh, good! Artemy, we were just about to go look for you. You were? Whatever for? The hyena and Badger exchanged glances, and she noticed Sid nudged Cole gently from under the table. Cole awkwardly cleared his throat. Oh, you know, it's been a busy day, and we were worried that your ass of a bishop was giving you a hard time. I just wanted to check in and see if you were doing all right, Sid chuckled. We were talking about launching a full rescue operation if things got ugly. A rescue operation? Cole nodded sagely. Obviously, we were going to kidnap the Chosen One. You're part of my adventuring party. Bonebreakers don't leave anyone behind. Artemy smiled despite the heavy haze of exhaustion weighing over her shoulders. The thought of her friends worrying for her, ready to come to her aid, felt nice. Cole let out a yelp as she yanked him and Sid into a sudden tight hug. What's this about? I'm just happy to be around you two again, that's all. It's not every day that people would risk the ire of the church for me. The hyena smirked. Hey, I'm always happy to publicly humiliate Her Highness, her high highliness again. And I'm sure your hot bear commander would be happy to cover our asses while we escaped. Artemy bit her lip. Cole must have noticed and dropped his usual snarky grin, his voice low and gentle. Did something happen? Is that why you're staying here for the night? Oh, She resisted the urge to gnaw at her thumb again. Well, yes, there was a bit of an argument. I might have had an outburst and crossed a few lines. Cole shot her a sympathetic smile and clapped her on the back. Hey, join the club. You too? Yeah, I might have lost my temper around Hamish and ruined a few things. There you go, water time. He shrugged awkwardly. Artemy couldn't help but chuckle. What's so funny? If you told me a few days ago that we had this much in common, I would have clobbered you. I was under the impression that you would have clobbered me anyway. Beside them, Sid was beaming with relief, happy to see them getting along. Artemy's chest fluttered. For just one moment, after this hectic day, everything felt like it was going to be okay. The kitchen doors abruptly flew open, and Ilya and Rennet rushed in with pure glee. Oh, Artemy, my dear, are you staying the night as well? This is wonderful, wonderful! My little boy finally has enough non-frog friends for his first sleepover. Sid let out a groan and shrank behind Cole and Artemy. Come on, Mom, not in front of everyone. Ilya laughed and pinched his cheeks with delight. Sid has grown so much since you two came into his life. We can't thank you, dearies, enough. Come, come. Renee has some stew cooking in the kitchen. Make yourselves at home. Oh, are you certain? I'm afraid I do not have the money to pay for a room. Think nothing of it. You are amongst friends here. And we'll just send the bill to the Bonebreaker Guild. Cole is your adventuring party leader, after all. He should be taking good care of you. Right? At that point, Ilya shot the hyena a knowing look that went straight through his soul. Cole gulped. Gah! All right, that's fair. Excellent! Now come settle down. We've got a new cheesy bread recipe for you to try. The bell suddenly chimed as the inn door swung open. A familiar, disheveled figure stumbled inside while doing his best to look dignified. This was made rather difficult, considering he was covered from head to toe in dirt. Oh, God. Is there not a single distinguished inn within this blasted district? Oh, shit, Calder, you have stumbled into the wrong fucking inn, buddy boy. I suppose I will have to make do. Innkeeper, ready for me your finest room. Know that you are in the presence of Calder O'Shaughnessy, heir to the great house O'Shaughnessy. Should you provide adequate service, my grandfather will be sure to reward you handsomely. You're going to die. This is the night that you die. Uh-oh. No! No! Bad. Oh, God! You came to the wrong house, fuck! Mom, you can't cast Cloud of Daggers in the dining room! Of course I can, where else would I cast it? Put the knives down, Mom. Unhand me, son, I have a lesson to teach. Leave me alone, you mad woman! Artemy and Cole exchanged nonchalant glances before settling down at the dinner table. They chattered and ignored the chaos as Renee fluttered by with a pot full of delicious steaming stew. After a long and trying day, Artemy found herself in the welcoming arms of her friends. Out of all the people she could have run into on her first mission, she was glad it was these two. The night ended with the warmth of gratitude kindled within her heart, punctuated by the blood-curdling screams of Calder O'Shaughnessy. To be continued. Man. Alright, looks like we've actually reached the end of this current build. I'm curious as to when this is going to get updated. It hasn't been updated in quite a while. Yeah, I really love this game. It's awesome. God, I hope we get some more content for this soon. It's awesome. Wonderful game. Be continued. Is there anything at the end here? Oh! Yes, okay. Aww. Author's note. Hello, I am Shirokoi, artist and writer for this visual novel. Thank you for playing Temptation's Ballad. I hope you liked it so far. If you're feeling generous and would like to help me create more updates of this visual novel. Yep, look at the Patreon. It really helps me out as an artist writer and allows me to continue creating content for this visual novel for free. Patreon supporters also receive new updates a month in advance. My social medias include Twitter and Fur Affinity. If you're interested in my other works, try out my other gay furry visual novel, Repeat. Yep. Thanks again for playing. Alright, we are done with Temptation's Ballad, y'all. And I have to get ready for work soon, so my thoughts on this game are going to have to wait. I mean, I already made my thoughts clear. I love this game. It's awesome. I can't wait to see more content from it. I do want to see what's going on with these demons and how they fit into the overall plot, and the whole thing about the abandoned like research base or whatever. It sounds like it's going to be a really cool, or perhaps even creepy side mission to embark on for our group. But yeah, y'all. I mean, obviously, like at this point, like Cole, I believe, is I wouldn't call him a homunculus. I think he's probably an artificially created being. I mean, that seems kind of obvious at this point. Like, he might be he might be an actual copy of his dad or something. That'd be, God, Jesus, that would be awkward and horrifying. Anyway, well, I suppose most of us are just kind of copies of our parents. Anyway, y'all, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!